Hey! This week was my first week off of public school teaching, so I had a lot of time to practice, which was so nice. I really enjoyed it a lot. Here I'm practicing the piano accompaniment to the Donizetti Flute Sonata, which I'll be playing on a couple of recitals this summer. I really enjoyed learning his opera, The Elixir of Love, this year, so I thought I'd try out his flute sonata. There's a whole bunch of scales in this part, which is pretty fun. You can hear it's sort of uneven, but it'll get better. I've been trying to really work on learning music more comprehensively, not obviously just learning the flute part. Now that I actually have developed my piano skill to be able to play some of these parts, even though they're not really up to tempo and they're not really as clean as they would need to be for a performance, still so great for my understanding of the music. This is a J-pop song called Planetarium that I'm practicing for our upcoming Pantones show at Rubber Gloves. And it's a really great challenge for me to sing in front of people, also singing in Japanese, which I speak to some extent, but not fluently. Then playing the piano, memorizing the chord progression. You know, when I'm singing and playing, I really have to have it fully memorized. It's just too much. I can't be reading. Remembering the parts that I want to include that I've, taken from the original version of the song, then, kind of fleshing out the chord progression in whatever style. It's really interesting. I've found that when I challenge myself doing things that I'm somewhat or quite uncomfortable with on stage, it comes back to flute playing for me generally. When I get on stage with my flute, it's like, okay, I know how to play the flute. I'm not the world's greatest singer, not the world's greatest pianist, but when I get on stage with the flute in my hands, I feel pretty confident. Speaking of challenges, this is the Donizetti Flute Sonata. Now the flute part, played on piccolo, and I'm planning on playing it from memory. So I'm getting this and the Carmen Fantasy also, which I plan to play from memory, in the works really early. In order for me to perform something confidently from memory, I really have to play it quite a bit. Got to get that sort of track, the sound of it, the path of the music in my head really strongly, so I can sort of relax in the performance and know it's going to come out right. Here I'm practicing it with the recording, as I do often. I'll be performing this piece on flute, but I'm practicing it on piccolo because I try to keep my piccolo playing in the rotation just so it doesn't get too far out of my hands. To make sure I'm still familiar with the intonation, alternate fingerings, and my ability to control the sound. I will practice piccolo more if I know that I'm going to be performing on it, but otherwise I just try to put it to my face a few times a week. This is me figuring out an arrangement for the Prelude before our service on Sunday morning. Usually I'll either play the flute or the accordion and some arrangement of a hymn. I'm changing the accompaniment patterns for the different sections of the hymn and just trying to get familiar with the landscape of this instrument, which is pretty new to me. I started playing the accordion in November and just got this instrument in my hands probably a few weeks ago. For a number of years now, the accordion was on my list for the next instrument that I wanted to learn, and I finally got around to getting one. Well, I asked for it for my birthday/Christmas. It's kind of neat how it's a combination of the two instruments that I already play, in a way. The air going through the instrument, like the flute, and then the keyboards and the chords, like a piano. Here's a clip from our rehearsal yesterday with the Pantones. Love these guys. Everyone's so great. Such great musicians. Music so fun. Not like any other group I've really played in. And it really feels like we can do anything with this group. So come see us. May 24th, 8:30 p.m. See you there.